welcome. This is the part 2 of our very long discussion on the always block. So for this video, we are going to discuss always block implemented in our sequential circuit. So we have here an example. We have a module. We name it as always sequential because the topic is always block and it is implemented in a sequential circuit. So the function of this circuit is a T flip-flop. So a T flip-flop or a flip-flops is a memory element in digital design. So they hold one bit of information. When you cascade it, then it holds bits of information. The output of the sequential circuits can be determined by the present input, the previous inputs, and other required inputs, so like our clock and our reset. So those are our essential inputs, and we have usually one output that is Q. So we have here our always block. You can see it starts with an always followed by an @ sign. Now we have here another keyword. This is post edge, which denotes a positive edge, or a neg edge reset, or a negative edge reset. So, ano ang ginagawa nito? So, our block or always block is executed every time it sees a positive edge clock, or our reset is at negative edge. Okay. Now, if these conditions are met, now we are going to execute the statements on the always block. So going further, we have if not reset, meaning to say if our reset is 0. If our reset is 0, or ang negative edge kasi natin is transition from positive to negative. So from 1 to 0, this is our negative edge. Ang positive edge natin, transition from 0 to 1. So this is our positive edge. So this is what we call our clock. So yung napag-aralan natin sa electronics, we have our signal sinusoid, okay? And we also have our signal, which is waveform. Okay? So the arrow from transition from 0 to 1 is positive, and transition from 1 to 0 is negative. Okay? So meaning to say, if our reset is 0 or at negative edge, we are just going to reset. Okay? Our Q is always at 0. So yun ang ibig sabihin. Else, kung hindi naman 0 yung reset natin, titingnan ngayon natin yung else part. Then we are going to look at the value of D. If D is equal to 1, we are just going to invert the value of Q. So if Q is equal to 1, then babalitarin lang natin, magiging Q mo 0. So invert lang natin. Else, no change ang tawag natin dito sa sequential circuit. Ibig sabihin, kapag 0 yung D mo, yung Q mo ay yung previous state, it's Q. So, kailan natin to i-execute? Every time na makakita tayo ng positive edge na clock. Okay, so tingnan natin yung test bench natin. So, walang pagbabago dito. These are the same. Then we have here initial begin, D is equal to 1, clock is 0, then reset is equal to 0. Right? So at time 10, binago na natin si reset natin, that is equal to 1. Kasi dito, if not reset, ibig sabihin, we are looking for a value that is equal to 0 here. So, and then, our simulation ends at 100 plus 10, that would be 110 PS. Okay, then always begin. We have here another always block. Sabi dito at every 5 PS or picosecond, we are going to invert the clock. So, ayan. So, yun yung truth table natin. Okay, so I plot again from 0 to 110. So, papansin mo, initially, that is 0. Right? Then, at time 10, binago na natin siya 1. And then, hindi na natin siya binago up till the end of the simulation. Then, yung clock natin, every 5, nagbabago. From 0 to 1 to 0 to 1 to 0 to 1 to 0. Kasi, clock nga siya. Right? Yung D natin, hindi na natin siya binago. That is just 1. Then, eto, Q n plus 1, that ibig sabihin, that is the next state. Now, paano natin siya babasahin? Now, eto siya. So, mapapansin mo, yung clock natin, gaya ng drawing natin dito. So, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, up to the end of the simulation. Now, one thing to note here, again, how to read the waveform is that at time 10, we change our reset. So, ibig sabihin, tatanggap na tayo dito ng, kasi dalawa yung pan natin, right? Dalawa yung variable natin. So, papasin mo, mag-else lang tayo dito kapag ito ay hindi na 0. Yan. So, hindi na siya 0, 1. So, ibig sabihin, we consider other values. We consider D. Yung D naman natin, 1 lang siya. 1. Ay, wala ang pagbabago. Now, tingnan natin. Kailan nagbabago? Sir, di ba sabi mo dito? Kung mapapansin mo dito, yung reset ko ay 1. At here, yung D ko ay 1. Bakit ang output ko ay 0 pa rin? Okay? Eh, di ba dito? Pag hindi na siya 1, so pupunta siya dito. Ang if ko dito, D is equal to 1. So, dapat, binago ko na. Right? Binago ko na dito yung Q. Supposed to be, Q is already equal to 1 at time 10. However, kung mapapasin mo, makakalimutan natin, meron pa tayong isang sa sensitivity list, positive edge. Ibig sabihin, tatanggap lang tayo ng input kapag nakakita tayo ng positive edge. So, saan yung mga positive edge? This one is a positive edge. This one is a positive edge. This one is a positive edge. Okay, i-label lang natin lahat ng positive edges. Those are the positive edges. This one is a positive edge. Okay? Sir, positive edge naman dito. Bakit hindi nagbago? Pero tingnan mo naman kasi yung reset mo pa is equal to 0. So, reset mo equal to 0, ibig sabihin, ang Q mo ay equal to 0. Okay? Now, our reset now is equal to 1. Now, look at every positive edge. So, here is a positive edge. Look for the input. Okay? Positive edge, input. Input is 1. So, dapat ang Q ko ay magiging 1. Okay? Okay? Now, next. Sir, 1 pa rin dito. So, titingnan ulit natin yung next na positive edge. So, since next na positive edge time 25. Okay? Time 25, yung next na positive edge natin from transition from 0 to 1, that is a positive edge. Okay? Here is a positive edge. So, at time 25, i-invert ko siya magiging 0. From 1 to 0. So, yun ibig sabihin. From 1 to 0. Another positive edge. Nakita ko dito another positive edge. So, ang input ko ay 1. So, magbabago ulit ako. Positive edge. Another positive edge. Invert. Another positive edge. Invert. Another positive edge. Invert. So, ang pagkakaiba ng sequential circuit at ng combinational logic circuit is that yung combinational mo, every time na magbago ang input. Ang sequential circuit mo, depende if that is a positive edge clock or a negative edge clock. And of course, the input. Okay? Kung ilalagay mo dito, pati yung input sa sensitivity list mo, so ibig sabihin, every time na magbago din ang input mo, i-execute natin ito. Itong always black. So that ends the part 2 of our video tutorial. Hope you understand the lesson. So if you have any queries and questions, just post it in the comment or you can message me through Facebook. Thank you and see you again in the next video.